What is going on, guys? It is Dododox here, and welcome back to I Am Going to Beat UA. It's time for Necrons. Let's get right into it. Right, so we have 3 races left, so we're going to get this. We're going to try and get Necrons done fast. They've got a good opportunity of clean sweeping. They're a very strong race. If we can get past the early game, very important that we get past the early game. If we can do that and get past the early game, I think we've got a great chance. Right, so we're going to start off with a couple of generators. It's pretty straightforward Necrons at the start. Just a couple of generators does the trick very well. You can't really do anything until the summoner core is up, so we'll just, you know, chill out, get our scarabs and going. It's going to be pretty straightforward at the beginning. It's very important, though, that we don't get rushed. So it really is a look at the draw. Will we get rushed? I don't know if we will. It'll be interesting to see, though, if we will actually get rushed. Right, summoner core is now done. So let's think about... Oh, no, it's not done yet. I thought it was. It looks done, but it's not actually done. Yeah, I'm just spamming scarabs right now. That's all I can really do. First point online, let's get the strategic point down. Not messing about today. And yeah, just keep building generators. It's very simple. So guys, I've got to be very honest with you right now. I was not expecting the support on the IG video. I was not expecting that. I was very surprised when I saw that. So I'm happily going to continue UA until my sanity goes about no bounds once again. We need a replace for Avatar, and I didn't really know what I was going to replace Avatar with. There were no good games that I wanted to play, so old games tend to come into it. I was thinking Minecraft, but then I was like, Minecraft, nah. UA sounds a lot more interesting. So I went for UA in the end, and honestly, it seems to have worked out really well. I really do enjoy playing UA, so it's going to take a while to get back into it. Obviously, this is my first game back. Literally, this is my first game back playing. I've not, done any practicing whatsoever. I've just flown straight back into this. So, it'll be really interesting to see how much I remember. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue here. I'm pretty good with Necrons. Necrons are not a hard race to play. You sort of just sit here doing generators, and it's a lot of fun. It is a bit boring gameplay, Necrons. If you don't get rushed, though, it becomes unstoppable. The reason I'm being able to talk so much right now is because there's not really much to do here. I am just literally building generators, and that is it. However, Summoning Core is done now, so we are going to look into other things. We are getting rushed. And it's mandrakes. Of course we're going to get rushed. And here's when the moaning starts, and I get really angry. So let's grab a turret, get it down. Now, the mandrake's going to stop me building the turret, and they don't know what they're doing. They're just going to hit a generator. Nope, they're coming over here now. They can't decide. There's 2. What you'll find with Necrons, rushing them is hard as well as easy, because their builders, they have a lot of builders. Now, as you can see, I've spammed scarabs. This is how you play Necrons. Spam scarabs, build generators, get your monolith to start building troops. It's not exactly the most hardest race in the world to play. People would argue it's a very skilled race, but I actually disagree. I don't think it is skilled. I think you just have to have a bit of luck, get through the early game, and once you get through the early game, you will absolutely destroy. Yeah, you got to understand, you've got to be good with, managing your power, but that is all you've got to manage. With Necrons, all you have is power. Nothing else, it's just power. So it's very important just to get your power up. Obviously, the reason you could call it skilled Necrons is because you need strategic points, because if you don't have strategic points, you ain't building an army, son. So it's kind of important that you actually do get some points out. But we're getting rushed by Dark Elves and fucking Inquisition. That's just annoying. Yeah, the AI are probably programmed, no doubt, to attack Kron, because it's just such a powerful race if it gets going, as you will see in this episode of UA. So yeah, beat UA's back. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are as well. And just give it a try. Honestly, it's a great watch. You can just watch me lose my sanity again and again. Honestly, that is what I actually put in the playlist thing. That yeah, just lose it again and again. So will I extend past 3 points? I mean, the only problem with that is, as you can see, did we just kill 2 builders? We just did. We killed 2 builders. That's quite funny. We killed 3 builders. I'm assuming the Dark Elves wanted to build a point there. That's hilarious. I have to admit, Kron turrets have very far range. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they're walking their builders past a strategic point anyway. Yeah, we're building a second monolith now. I always find it building 2 monoliths is better than 1 with this faction, because you need to upgrade stuff with 1 and build builders and, you know, but you need to build armies as well. And I find that with 2 monoliths, it's a lot easier to build armies and level up at the same time. You know, because everything comes from your monolith. Well, not everything, there are a few exceptions. If you only have 1, you can't tier up and build troops at the same time. That's my argument. If you get a second monolith, however, then you can, and that's important. So we are going to do our upgrades now and get tier 2. It doesn't take that long to upgrade as the Necrons. As you can see, the percentage goes up pretty fast. But with that second monolith nearly online, we'll be able to start building army as well as teching up, which is exactly what I said just before. Look at this now. We'll be able to just... Oh, wait, we've got some guys to deal with. Are we in range? Oh, we are. Are they coming over? They are coming over. Are they coming? Yes, they are. Whoa, that missed. Yeah, I don't know what Inquisition are doing. They're sort of just sending their troops to me. They're a bit concerned, I guess, that I'm teching, maybe? I mean, I can't really understand what they're actually doing here. And maybe you could argue, maybe very hard, they're a little bit more dumb. Insane, they seem more polished. But I feel like on Insane, they are just a bit OP. The amount of resources they get. The fact that you can literally destroy all their points, literally lock them down. You've done the hard part. You've won that the initial battles. They come out with like a Lehman Ross. It's like, it just feels a bit cheaty. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind a bit of the AI cheating a little bit, but when it comes to like 10 times the amount, I'm pretty sure it is, it's just a bit stupid. And I actually have a feeling you get less resources as well. I might be wrong on that, but you definitely get way less resources in the AI. Anyway, I'm going to not blab on about that because we're playing on very hard now. And obviously, people are going to complain, it's not very hard, we're not playing Warhammer 3. We're playing harder. If I find harder's too easy, I'm going to have to suck it up and try and play on Insane. If I like keep clean sweeping and something's a bit off here, maybe I might go, right, well, this is a bit annoying, but we're going to have to just try and learn Insane somehow. But I do feel like if harder becomes a bit of a challenge, and it's a challenge, you know, and I don't win every game, but it is still a challenge, then we've hit the right difficulty. I just think Insane's a bit too far the other way. But maybe harder is just that sweet spot, you know. Hard will be too easy, I feel like, because we get exactly the same amount of resources, and of course they are CPUs, so they're not going to be as smart. I get they need little cheats, but cheats they do get on Insane, I just feel a bit mad. But anyway, let's stop talking about that. But anyway, we're upgrading here, and we're building our next thing. The bigger core. Is it the bigger summoning core? And we are going to set up a wall. Even though it's harder, we're setting up a wall. Because the AI still cheat. But I'm going to stop complaining about the AI cheating. Because it needs to happen for you to have a chance. And here come the Dark Elves now. Not too sure what they're doing. I guess they're just trying to like annoy me, spam me, force me to make troops. I'll just do that. And it looks like already I'm getting quite strong. Because I've done the upgrades on my Necron warriors. And as you can see, they are powerful. Being able to tech up is quite a nice feeling, especially when you're Cron. I'm going to build our Necron Lord next. And of course, you guessed it, more generators. And we'll do the Death March upgrade. Yeah, these are always decent. Just make my units even stronger than they are. Go to old Death March upgrade. That's a UA thing only. In the base game, you will not get Death March upgrade. I found with Cron, the best army you can build is warriors and immortals with solar pulse and a couple of those vehicle things, what they call destroyers, I believe they are. Scarabs are a complete waste of time. I wouldn't bother with them, but I mean, you can play this game how you want. Obviously, you don't have to play like meta and stuff. But when I'm playing UA, kind of have to play meta when I'm doing a challenge like this, because if you don't play meta against the harder Insane AI, you might have a little bit of a slip. There was one. Oh, what fucking map was it now that it took 8 attempts to beat someone on that certain map? I think it was Forbidden Jungle. I think it was Sob. And we took so long beating Sob, I can't remember. It was just very frustrating. The problem with this series is, right, It's fun for the first few games, but I feel like once you've played like say 5 games of the same race on the same map, you want to beat it by then, and you've had enough of the nonsense, and there's always something that comes up that just pisses you off. You invade them, they attack you instantly, you're dead. You can't respond. You might be able to, but most of the time, you are dead. You get 2-teamed. That's another thing that happens in FFAs quite a lot. Being 2-teamed can be a real pain as well. Another one is the game crashing, because it's an old game. Sometimes the game crashes and you lose all your progress and you haven't saved in half an hour. That sort of thing as well. There's just a few things that annoy you. Anyway, we're going to start building destroyers now, because they're going to be really, really useful. The destroyers are what we need. Like I said, I'm going meta because I've not played in a while. 6 months to be exact, so going to meta force when you're a bit rusty makes sense. Once I'm you know, got back to the rust, I won't go meta as much. Like there are certain times I don't do meta. Like the IG episode was an old one, by the way, that I just had footage left. That's why I wanted to test it first before I did any recording. I wanted to see how the series did, and I was very happy with the results. So now we are going to continue this on building immortals as well. And I think we're about ready to upgrade this wall, because once you upgrade these walls, you do get guns on them. Big, powerful lasers, which are always very useful for defense. And the great thing about immortals is they are building and vehicle killers. So you have warriors at the front to deal with their infantry. Your immortals have long range, and they can deal with tanks and all that. You know, they absolutely melt vehicles and buildings. So it's very easy as Cron to destroy a base if you are given the chance to build this type of army. As you can see, the walls hold up pretty well. There you go. The reason I've set that up is because I have no intention of attacking Inquisition yet. I've set the wall up so that I can attack the other army. And if I do get attacked, I can spring back very fast. I don't have to walk back, because walking back as Necrons and not being funny just absolutely sucks. Going tier 3 now, by the way. Like I said, it's only 12 minutes and we're going tier 3. Did we get the Ghost Arc? If we get some Ghost Arcs, we could literally transport our slow troops. That is genius. I've not played UA in ages, and I'm thinking of these things. I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, they're just going to keep trying to attack me now, but it's going to be very hard with a fortification Necron wall in place. I'm not going to lie, these transport vehicles aren't that bad. They actually have some decent damage as well. And now, so I'm assuming you get to shoot more when you put your units in. I don't know if it's that advanced, but that would be cool. So going tier 3 now. I'm just going to try and... If I'm not going to get attacked, I may as well just go where Cron's strength is and just tech up. I just want to win this map badly. Honestly, you might call it try hard, but it is a challenge at the end of the day. I need to somehow get off this map. Just for the freshness of a new map. It would be nice. Now, granted, I would say, what, we're on game... Was it 20 something? I actually can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to have to wait in the editing until I can actually remember what it is. But let's just keep leveling up. I know this isn't the most amazing gameplay in the world. The AI aren't attacking me. It's very, very strange right now. I'm quite amazed, actually, why I'm not getting attacked. And I don't think it's me lowering the difficulty. I don't think it's anything to do with that. I just think I'm getting lucky. I'm pretty sure they're just fighting amongst each other, and that's why. But hey, we're tier 3 now. We're getting monoliths out soon. We're getting a pretty decent army together. We're making immortals. We're going to be unstoppable. More upgrades. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So guys, I'm probably just going to skip this along now, just because it will get a little bit boring if I am just teching. And if I am just teching, if it's just the same old, then I will just cut until something exciting happens. So guys, if anything exciting happens, I'll let you know. Oh wait, never mind, we're not cutting, we're being attacked by what appears to be more stupid Inquisition troops. I'm not too sure what they're doing. Like I said, I hope the AI is not bugged, because it's not going to feel like a win if they're bugged. I'm not being funny right now. That's not a win. And a bugged AI is not a win. Okay, no, they're not bugged. They're probably just attacking other people. We should be fine. Okay, potential action here. The Democulus coming in. I think they've probably messed up not attacking me. Oh, this Democulus is quite strong, being attacked by destroyers, my turret, and my transport vehicle, and still alive. It's pretty powerful. Not gonna lie right there. It's a pretty powerful machine. Yeah, we're gonna have to get more points if we're gonna make any more army. However, the Ancient Summoning Core is online now, so we're going to put one of them down when we can afford it. You'll notice my power is not the greatest. I've only got like 1,000. That's not that much for 60 minutes into the game. I think we're gonna finally attack now anyway. I feel like they're either bugged or we are just gonna absolutely rain them. Okay, they've got Helions. This is a little concerning. I feel like they might have bugged. Am I gonna have to turn the difficulty up? I don't know, because very hard should be hard. It should be, obviously. It's very hard. It's called very hard. So I don't want to have to turn the difficulty up because it is too hard insane. But we don't want to steamroll games either because that's boring. It might just because I'm Necrons. It could be that. Oh wait, no, here we go. They're coming with what appears to be a very shit army. Have they just been fighting amongst each other that their resources are just completely... Because they're not being able to spam as much, the resources are a little fairer. I mean, like, they're only 50% higher, not double or 10 times. I still don't know what the amount is. They got Scourges. I guess they do have army. I guess I'm just overthinking this. They probably have been battling a lot. It'll be interesting to see. I'm being able to kill their base, though, from down here. Yeah, warriors are very long-ranged in UA, I've noticed, with these upgrades. Look at the power, though. I do think Necrons are broken. Do you remember in the IG game where I thought I won, and then all of a sudden this Necron army came out of nowhere and just absolutely decimated my entire army in seconds? I just think it is the nature of Necrons. Some races are better in the late game, and I feel like Necrons is one of them. I mean, look at this. Oh, we're gonna jump in now. I mean, I'm gonna take an easy victory because you know what? I don't get many of them. The IG game wasn't straightforward, was it? Let's be real. That was on very hard. That was actually quite difficult. But this seems a little on the easier side. But I am Necrons, and we're tier 4, and I've got shields. I mean, it's not surprising it's easy, to be honest, anymore. They let me tech. It's their own fault. Don't let Necrons tech. If I ever see a Necrons, I'm flocking to them straight away. I ain't fighting them late game. Ain't nowhere am I fighting them late game. Are you kidding me? Absolutely guaranteed loss. You may as well surrender. Is there any race that beats Necron late game? I actually can't think of one off the top of my head because they're so strong. They're physically so strong with their shields, their monoliths, and everything like that. The Titan Killer machine, which isn't even that much money. They are quite strong. What I have noticed in this game, though, that I've done very, very well. I've managed my power quite well. Like I said, Necrons are quite easy because you only have to deal with power. And it means that you just don't have to deal with any requisition. You don't have 2 resources to deal with. And I do think that I'm not getting a lot of requisition because I'm making units all the time. So I have a sustainable army all the time. And it's absolutely destroying. Honestly, it could be. There are 2 things that have happened here. They fight amongst themselves, or Necrons are just super OP. Oh no, there's 3 things. Oh, I'm just playing this really well. It's 3 of those things. I don't know which one it is. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but that was super easy. We absolutely steamrolled Dark Eldar. That wasn't even close. This is probably my shortest ever victory in UA. I can't believe it. This could be the easiest game I've ever played. They've let me tech. Full peaceful tech, mind you, with a few little scouting missions. I mean, what did they expect was going to happen? Now I'm just going to get my army together and absolutely rain them. I'm talking as much because I don't have to try as much. I don't know. I can't understand whether the difficulty too easy. I'm playing really well. They're bugged or they've just been fighting amongst each other. But however, I've had this false victory before. Remember when we killed Inquisition and then suddenly out of nowhere this massive army came out of nowhere? Maybe that's going to happen again. We'll have to see. It's a Necron. Oh, this is perfect. It's a Necron. I mean, this is not going to go well. Whoever has the better warriors wins this. I mean, they're sending the destroyers in against my entire army. Probably not the best move, to be honest. I mean, I'm excited to finally clean sweep a race. Don't get me wrong, man. I mean, it could still fail. We're fighting Necrons right now. Let's get that core right down. I mean, where's their army? There should be some giant army coming, surely. Obviously, there is. There's no way it's just going to be... Oh, wait, yeah, I see it. There probably are... I know what's happening. Do you know when I've normally got two-teamed in the past? It's happening to this Necron right now. He's getting destroyed by me, as well as dealing with Inquisition. That can be the only explanation. Oh yeah, here comes their army. Okay, got some Immortals. Not as much as me. I just think I've played this too well. My army is just well packedly stacked. I've done the upgrades, and as you can see, because I've done the upgrades, I'm absolutely killing them right now. It's not even close. Look at this. It's exciting, though. I mean, when was the last time I clean sweeped a race? Eldar. Eldar was the last time I clean sweeped. And it wasn't even this map. I think it was 2 maps ago. Was it Dangerous Waters? It might have been Dangerous Waters. That's how long ago it is. But look at me. I'm constantly making forces. I'm constantly on it all the time. This is actually becoming a little bit interesting now. We're against Kron, and they are trying shit. I'm not gonna lie, they are trying shit right now. Am I losing forces, though? No, because I'm replenishing really fast. I have a monolith. I think the monolith is making a huge difference here, to be honest. Me able to disrupt their formation, which is pretty hard to do. But yeah, I think Necrons is the only way to beat Necrons. If I was someone like IG now, I'd be worried. You know, or Inquisition, because they probably do some bullshit, Kron, no doubt. No doubt. But I'm just going to summon more troops in now from base. As you can see, it ain't going too well for these old neckies. They are trying. I mean, they are fighting back. It's not like I'm not pushing in just like I did. The Dark Elves got absolutely destroyed immediately. This is a little bit more tricky. Inquisition, I don't really know what they're doing. I'm assuming they're attacking Kron. And that's why Kron is having to divert their forces. That is the only thing I can think of right now. I'm only saving because if it crashes now, I will just be very, 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 very unhappy. Just angry in general if it crashed now. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm actually going to clean sweep Kron. Have I clean sweep Kron before? I might have done. There's a possibility. Oh, whoa, there's their up. They were attacking Inquisition. What were they doing? They should have been here defending their base. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. It is. I mean, maybe they just thought, fuck it, base race. I mean, sometimes base race can work, but most of the time it's better just to defend your base. I know they say defense is better than attack, but when you're actually being attacked by a different race, just fall back. You have no choice. And this is why FFA is so cringeworthy. But the reason I did FFA is so it's kind of fair. I don't have anyone helping me. It's all up to me. And what I like about this series, there's consequences, right? If you mess up and attack the wrong person and someone else comes down to attack you with a fresh army, you're gone. And that's just consequences, unfortunately. You have to deal with it. What I don't like, I like dealing with that sort of thing. That's just funny. What I hate dealing with is 10 times the resources against me. Because that just feels like there's no hope whatsoever. I destroy all your economy and you somehow recover. Somehow. It's like... Did they just spawn a monolith? No, that's me. It's me. Oh! What the hell? This guy insane. He just spawned a platform, right? Whoa, they actually have an army. I'm not gonna lie right now. They actually have an army. Like, it's just a lightning bolt fest now, this is. Necron late game, man. God. They are incredibly strong. But Necron v Necron, it's quite interesting. I think I'm only winning this fight because I have monos. It's because I'm a higher tier. But they are, if they build monos, it could get interesting. I don't think they're going to get time to build monos, though. We'll have to see. They've still got time. It's 25 minutes. This could be my biggest clean sweep yet. What's Inquisition doing, by the way, while this is all going on? That's the question. Kron were attacking them, so my only thing could be that maybe they just got annihilated, but they had to come back, Kron, to defend the base. Could be that. It could be that. I mean, I'm just making sure I win this match. I've got loads of things down, monolos. I'm constantly spamming forces. Never, ever get comfortable in a game of Soulstorm. Just don't ever. You just don't know when somebody's going to destroy you in a matter of seconds. So play to your best, because sometimes you think you could be winning, and out of nothing, this army comes out of nowhere. It's happened before. I think I nuked a demon's base. They came out with all these demons and killed me instantly, and that was that Marine game when I was doing really well. So it can go bad, is what I'm saying. So I'm not getting comfortable at all. I'm literally making sure I'm constantly building forces, because if you probably noticed, I've started to lose men, but because I'm just constantly building army, they can't deal with me. I'm just playing the perfect game here right now, I feel like, where it's just constant. It's constant spam. It's what you gotta do. And as you can see, Kron have now lost their army, and that is game over, I believe, for Kron, because what I'm going to do is teleport my monolith right on top of this mono, spawn my army on top of it, and focus the mono down. And it should die pretty fast. It will. It should, because I've literally got immortals right in front of the monolith shooting, so that's good. And then we can get some more destroyers, and that's just the meta army, to be honest. Mono, Necron warriors, you don't even need pariahs. I think pariahs are a bit overrated, to be honest. I feel like they aren't the greatest. What is funny about Kron's base, though, if you do take out generators, you do such an explosion. Now, there's 3 buildings to take out for Kron to kill them. This is where their weakness comes. So if you could somehow kill their mono, they are cheesable, Kron, quite easily, because all you got to do is take out their monolith, and obviously their ancient summoner core. If you take both of those out, yeah, you win the game, because they only have 3 buildings that they can technically build troops from, and that basically means GG for anyone else, I guess. But yeah, that's Kron dealt with, pretty much. As soon as this goes down, they're going to be gone. Yeah, boom. Right, let's just get this quick victory. Moving on Inquisition. Right, time to move in on Inquisition. What have they got? To be honest, the amount they got, I didn't really see much. I'm going to be honest. Is it a case of Inquisition tried to rush Kron? It failed, so they were weak. Dark Elves tried to rush Kron, so they were weak. And basically, that's why it ended up just being Kron all over the map. I mean, that was a tough base to crack, but Dark Elves wasn't. So what have Inquisition got? They can't have much. And I think that is the difference between very hard and insane. On insane, they could recover from dire situations like this, which would be unfair, because I've done the hard work to win that position. If I have map control, I deserve to win the game, right? Let's just be real right now. Map control should win you the game in strategy games, right? If you literally remove that aspect, what's the point of going for points if they're just going to cheat anyway? And that's my argument from playing insane, I guess, as you can see. But then, could you say it's too easy? Well, no, because I know I may get an easy game now, but I can guarantee you when I play Inquisition next, because I think that's all that's left, it's going to not be a clean sweep, because they're going to do some bullshit. And I know for a fact they're going to do some bullshit. So I'm going to enjoy this win. I'm going to think I've earned it. And you guys could disagree in the comments. You can say, oh, you're being too pussy. Go back to insane. But I can guarantee you, there's been a lot of the series I've played very hard on. I think Dangerous Waters, I turned it to very hard halfway through. And it still was a fucking challenge, wasn't it? Do you remember Imperial Guard and IG, how long both of those took on Dangerous Waters? By the way, the full playlist is in the description. If you want to watch the entire series, if you're now intrigued by this thing, to see the full story on how this is all unfolded, watch all of them, because I guarantee you'll have a laugh. you'll see some absolute BS. But that was far too easy. GG. Next race. Next done. Next on the list. Well, there's only 2 left, so let's go. Inquisition! Alright. What is next? Enjoy. This is fun.